Yes. We can give you a few moments. It's okay. It's okay.
My person was saying.
I think these are really good cards. See, kila siku to
for dates. To know one, like the.
So yeah, to the favorite color card. To repeat it.
Number one ni finance bill, alafu sasa hii.
Period. I want to know what are your thoughts. Yes. We can give you a few moments. It's okay. It's okay.
My person was saying.
I think they just mean like I was listening to a podcast yesterday and the girl was like, oh, they're taking a plane and then it was having problems. She didn't know she was gonna make it, so it made a stopover to be fixed. Then she just listen, if I die, this is so who's your best person?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you family?
Yeah, anyone.
I'd say my dad.
Ooh.
I'd say my dad, then my brother, then my best friend.
Period. So the next question is why. I don't know if you have a why.
A why for my dad. I keep in mind this. It's not a saying, but I just say it to my mind.
Yeah.
It's my dad, my hero. So I feel like it's in dad because I don't have to worry.
That's so cute.
You?
No, mine is the extreme opposite. It's my mom, my sister.
Oh wow. Yeah, what's your lineup of siblings?
So it's the eldest, and then the middle one, and then me. I'm the last one. So sisters, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that's crazy. Nice. That's actually so crazy. For me, it's my mom, my sister, and then my best friend. No. Yeah. Pressure. After this video, after you watch this video and this part, and you feel like you want clarity, you know what to reach me, my social and everything. But which is not a bad thing. I think for me, when it comes to friends, let me just clear it out. Guys, this has come up. I have friends for various things. I'm one of those people. Okay, I have my closest, kuna ile inner circle. And then other than that, I have friends for different things. And I think most of my friends up until this point have kind of understood this is how Kezia works. Because I'll have friends to go with polo. I'll have friends go with church. I'll have friends who now are content creators, so they get the drill. I have different friends, and I think it's not necessarily a bad thing. I think people make it look like a bad thing, but if I want to go for an event and I know I want to create content, if I call a friend who's not a content creator, wanazaona nawasumbua, maybe then they just prefer being in the moment and not picking up the camera. I'll start vlogging and then be like, I'm not comfortable with that, which I respect, and that's why I'd be like, for this event, I'd rather go with this friend. That's how I balance out things. Yeah, but it's my mom, my sister, and my best friend. Yeah.
It's nice that it's quite different because mine is dad and
bro, I'm telling you, it's so interesting. But I think as long as you just your person can be anyone, honestly. Yeah.
Okay.
What's the next question?
How do you show love?
Hey, can you look at your cards for a bit? Like,
I love how you shuffle.
Yeah. We need a rematch. I can't. So Kezia cannot shuffle cards. Noted.
Her weakness.
Shuffling because
strength on my side for her.
Anyway, how do I what?
How do you show love?
Napenda watu lakini najaribu nawapenda aje.
Oh yeah.
But I think mine is mostly, I think my greatest one is act of service. And what's the other one? It's called time? Quality time. Yes, because I tend to want to be around you most times, and they go hand in hand because I want to be around you even when you're doing other things. Yangu si ile ati I'll only meet you in your room, we watch a movie. It will be, oh my god, Kezia, I want to go to the mall, I want to go to, call me and we'll go together. We'll do things together. At WhatsApp, let's send it to so it's both of them. So that's mine.
How you show love?
How do you show love?
Kuna kelele huko nje.
Disclaimer, sorry guys, apologies for that.
So how do I show love? I show love to people according to how they act. Love. Unaweza niambia wewe unakupa quality time. Alafu mimi nakupatia gift.
Yeah, so
it's any sense to me. It's a zero, but you quality time is at 10.
Okay, but then I do understand. There's also that topic of how does your friend or partner like to receive and how you receive, which is a very, very important conversation to have. Ndio siku unapeana gift na anasema mi si, I thank you, I guess. You know, if you're looking for gifts, you should definitely.
Exactly.
But other than that, because me yenye nimejibu ni ile ya this is how you know or how you've been brought up to, like how you interpret.
Okay.
Yeah, before we get to know that one.
I think I want to say words of affirmation, but I'm so bad with communication.
So how does that work? How does that work?
But I'll tell you, you know what? I love you. I love you, but I won't text you every day. But you know what? I never doubt. Never doubt. Mimi nakupenda.
Phone calls. Kai, you can't be heard. I promise. It's not toxic, I promise. I think she's working on. She's trying to figure it out.
Yeah. Let's say nikakuwa katikati yako.
But ideally, it would be words of affirmation. Okay. Because I think words of affirmation can be like, let's say it's someone who you're in a place where you can see them every other day. It can be something like you'll see them and you'll be like, oh my god, you look so good. I love that. So I think words of affirmation makes sense.
Yeah.
How
I hope you can say the same way. Come on, nakupenda. I hope you can say the same.
But in terms of, now that we've reached that topic, I think we can touch on it a little bit. So there are 5 love languages: quality time, physical touch, which in my head I put them as one, but nimeambiwa huko nje it's not the same. It is the same. To me it's the same thing. Okay, I'm looking at it based on, let's put there's usually friendships, the platonic relationships, and then there's relationships. To me, when it comes to relationships, I feel like quality time and physical touch, it's almost one and the same thing. Because we'll be hanging out, but I'll randomly find myself holding your hand. Maybe I'll be leaning on you, stuff like that.
But now, when the leaning and the holding is not there, then it's just quality time.
Okay, so we're hanging out, me and my loved one, mpenda mtazamaji, na tumeketi tu hivi. Tuna watch movie. Mbona tumebonda, si ningeenda tu cinema ni watch peke yangu. Okay, maybe that's my approach, but also it's because I can get a bit touchy when I'm comfortable. So in my head it's anyway. So there's physical touch, there's quality time, there's words of affirmation, quality service, and gifting. So rank yours.
Oh,
there's a spice to it. This is the spice. I had to spice it out. Not just in a blank card, tumevunja rules. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So I'd say words of affirmation.
Number one.
Then quality time. Then acts of service.
So it's acts of service, gifting.
Oh, okay. Then gifting. Then acts of service. Then physical touch.
Wow! Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, physical touch is number last. Stay away from me. Keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah, no. So unanishikashika mbona like. No, listen.
It's a safe place.
Maybe that's. Maybe with time it will change. I don't
know. But I'm just trying to tell you, like, if it's number 5, it has a long way to go up the ladder.
Yeah.
But
And it's okay.
It's okay. I think now this is why it's important to have these conversations, because if you end up with a partner who that's their number one way of showing love to you, it's gonna be very, very rough, because they're gonna
But
just
now with love comes change. I'm not touching. I'm not talking change. You're touching.
maybe you can touch her in the right way.
Exactly. Oh my god. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe you'll touch my heart, and suddenly, for some reason, it will be my number one.
Okay. But that's interesting. I think that's a first. I've never had that before. Like someone who physical touch is their fifth. Yeah.
You know, physical touch is friends.
First of all, me, I'm gonna bend the rules to work for me. So physical touch and quality time are the same thing. If we are together, just to know I'm gonna be very physical touchy.
Yeah.
So
I'm a shy.
disclaimer. But that being said, I only have 4. So the first one will be physical quality time, guys. It's gonna be quality time, stroke physical touch, then acts of service, then gifting, then words of affirmation.
Oh.
Long story short, it's very important to have this conversation of love languages and how people in your life, in this case friends and even partners, love, how they like to receive love and how you would like. I think these are very important questions to have, because they'll determine a lot of things. But yeah, make sure you have these conversations, and we can go to the next questions. I'm the one asking. Okay. So what's a misconception people have about you?
Yeah.
That's new. Spicy. I think I want to put the ones I've already done on the side. Yeah.
You didn't know I'm a last born?
Period.
Yeah.
People usually don't know what another you give first born vibe.
I think
That's
today.
but then
Oh, my age. My age, well, guys. I'm so young.
a young fine girl.
Thinking I'm 23.
I
Well,
I
I'm 18.
I can relate. What do you mean you turned? Oops, I failed the test. I failed the test.
That's something. Okay, that's a misconception. You had one.
That's true. That
So yeah, my
the age thing.
Maybe I need just. I'm turning 19 in August.
This year.
Yeah, this year.
Oh,
August 8th.
get ready. Shangon and the Remo. OMG. Okay. I think
How old do you think I am?
I would give maybe 20, not anything above 20 though. But I think it's because you have a very mature way of handling. I think it's the mindset that transpires into, because it's either kuna utoto, then they're like, uni mdogo, ama the way you carry yourself or handle yourself, and people are like, oh my god. But I hope it doesn't give you like, you look older than your age. You know, that's a bad one. Hey,
My goodness, that's a backhanded compliment.
literally. Okay.
In fact,
I put this as a misconception because it usually depends. I think people usually think I'm more confident than I think I am. I think, guys, I'm so shy. OMG. I'm so shy. Usually it's because it goes either way. It's either your first approach with me, you find I'm so confident, and it's maybe because of your aura or the setup, it's made me so confident. So your first interaction will be like, oh my god, this girl is so confident. So same ukinipata setup ya shule around an environment I'm familiar with, I'm a church, an environment I'm familiar with, or anywhere that I'm just familiar with, of course I'm gonna be confident. But if you find me in a new setup, let's say I'm the new girl, I'm in a new environment, I'm so shy. Guys, I'm shy. I promise. Don't beg me. Don't beg. So how well do you think your expression is?
how well it's bad. I'll just tell you because it's something I've been told before.
Yeah.
And it's a conversation I had with someone yesterday.
Oh, mama live.
It's that bad, but
Yeah.
I prefer to sabotage and just work with my problems. I
I promise you, this is very real. We are finding out these things at the same time as you guys. So I think
But I'd put mine at 3. Like
It's bad.
Yeah, okay. Boy.
Let's give you a
Like,
moment.
Rumia saw the people who someone wants to know what's up, what's going on. But I'm finding it hard. Like, 2 days hivi. Nitoke tu niende nitembe huko kwa feel kidogo.
Alafu nitarudi
and I'll be okay. And I find that okay, it's working for me. But now on the other person's side who is expecting that you'll talk to them about your problems, it's like, guys, you talk to me, I'm here, I'm going to listen,
How do you express your needs? How well? I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd put it as a 4 or 5, which is bad in this case, because you're supposed to be able to express your needs regardless of the person or the situation. Because for a person like me, I compromise a lot in certain situations. I almost tend to put people first. So if we're in a situation, it's me and you, and your needs in my head will seem to be more important, I will put mine on the side. I'll be like, okay, I'm also going through something, but it's not as important. Let's look at yours. And in most times, you might, especially if you match me up with someone who knows how to express their needs, like they're at a 9, 9 out of 10% of the time, I'll end up never addressing my needs. Because every time it will always be like, okay, let's look at yours. You're laughing, but shit ain't funny.
Yeah, it's not.
But okay, so for you, let's say if you get a partner who maybe has had such an experience before, or a friend, and even after they approach you and they're like, Naomi, what's up? They sit you down. Will it be easier for you? But it's still the same approach.
No, that comes with trust.
So unakaa tu hapo una gauge, unasema huyu jaba sikwambii.
I take time. I take time to know people.
Butterfly.
I take time to know, and I will take my sweet time to get to know you. I'll have conversations with you to see, gauge, because we don't have the same mindset. Sasa tukamweka alafu wewe na mindset ya sijui na kaje. I'll just be like, you know what? Take his opinions zako. Nita figure out how to work this out. It's not toxic.
I'm not toxic. You know the way these days, like, people are so quick to be like, I'm toxic. And then they edit that part and they're like,
it's not toxic. It's just a point of understanding.
I think next question. So, what do you think is your best trait?
Trait.
I think characteristics. I think they're looking at your strong points. Something you consider is your strong point.
My smile.
Period. Period.
That's why I use my smile to get things done. That's bad.
I think mine is my people skill. Yeah. Huyu msichana hivi vile unamwona huwezi jua tunaweza tukuinteract. I would say vizuri this year.
I wasn't here last semester, so it's this semester.
This girl I just met her. Na nilikumit wapi ndo tukaanza. I think was it team? No, I think I met you first Team Kenya because we were in the same team. But that
modeling.
Yeah. Look at this one. But that one wasn't actually tunaongea. That one was like hi.
Much na modelaji.
Like, tukamaliza even went back. But vizuri it's this same. So like my viewers might be thinking we met the beginning of you when. So I think my people skill, it's usually so crazy, and it's something people point out all the time. I'm telling you, I've had incidences where tunatembea through with a friend. I meet someone, hi, we've talked. I go back to my friend and I'm like, I've just met that person right now. Wow. And they're like, Kezia, stop. What do you mean? So I think my people skill,
really good one.
Very interesting one.
I think I can uphold conversation really well.
Yeah.
Like, okay, maybe it's at the end. Okay.
A good conversationalist. You're a good listener. It could be anything.
Oh yeah.
You're in all your friendships. I think from what I've picked up, I think you're a good listener. I think you're one of those. Your friend can just come and be like, imagine I chat nikwambia, and they're like, you're able to give them that I'm listening to you, or lack of a better.
Ora inatumika
to left, right, and center. But I mean, I'm a Gen Z, so
that's something I'll take it as my trait now. That I know.
Yeah, I think you're a good listener. Yeah.
So, what's something you're actively learning
exploring everything about myself, my attachment styles, my coping mechanisms, my everything. So I'm in a space where I'm exploring who I am and what that makes me, and how I can apply it in such a situation, or what that I'm in that whole bubble. So I think I would answer the best way for me to answer that is I'm learning about myself every day.
In all aspects.
In all aspects. I think
personally I'm learning the kind of lipstick I like. I'm joking.
But that's so real though. What lipstick do you prefer? Or lip gloss?
Squeeze and shine, guys.
Keep it simple. Kama mumejua August 8th kuna birthday gifts and I said
Squeeze and shine kumi.
Uende tu kwa wholesale. Unaona vile wanakupenda hivi. Squeeze and shine. Umemsort.
Anyway, let me say something I've learned about myself.
Very recently, yeah.
I used to think I have to work, or rather I work well around or with many people. But lately I've been enjoying my personal space.
You're a one-man show.
Yeah,
it's starting to give you a one-man show.
And I was telling my best friends about it. Me really enjoying my personal space. Like my time alone. And I just listen to music and dance. And it's just a nice.
Yeah.
I like it this way.
I think that's, and I think most one thing about growing up or learning things, especially in a world where we're exposed to so much in terms of the internet, you can end up on the, let's say, call it the wrong side of the algorithm, which is your complete opposite, which can make you think maybe I'm the problem, this is wrong, I should fix something. It's so funny you've mentioned that, because now I'm your complete opposite. I love working with people. I always prefer working with people. I just, in my head, it's so much better with people. But now, someone who I know is completely like you, the complete opposite, one-man show. If you want, let's say in this case, if you want Naomi to be 100% productive, give her the task and wait for it to be delivered. You don't usianze kumfuatilia ama una masigns, you work na nani, that's stress. To me, hata ukinipea tu project, just know I'm gonna reach out to the people. I'll just think in my head, nani anapendanga hii project ama atanisaidia kuja tuifanye. So I think it's a good thing to be a one-man show. Whatever will, at the end of the day, mimi nakupea results. I think, yeah.
And I think for you, it really merges with your personality.
No, that's
nice. It's beautiful to watch.
Let me blushing like. But yeah, thank you so much. And working with people is hard. In as much as I'm romanticizing it here and making it seem like, oh my God, it's so hard, because if you don't get anything out of this episode, get this. People will always be people. People will always be people.
They can my face. Oh my goodness. And they can disappoint. And that's okay.
There's positive and extreme negatives. People will show up for you, they'll help you, they'll make work easier. It will be, you get better results, but at the same time, people can slow you down, people can disappoint you, people can let you down last minute. Yeah. So,
guys,
on a scale of 1 to 5, how comfortable are you with PDA? Of course, we already know the answer, but oh my God, okay. Relax. It's not the PDA happening, it's a question. Calm down.
That's interesting. How comfortable am I? On me, I'm when I'm seeing people.
No, you.
Oh.
It's not about anybody, it's about you.
I'd say 1.
So I thought you were going to enter the negative. Okay, that's
I'd say 1.
Yeah. Can you break the scale?
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Okay, no, but I wouldn't want. There's a subtle way to do it, with class. Also, you find it was so uncomfortable until even it's like, okay, we get it. You guys are a couple, calm down. Yeah, I think ile subtle yenye with some class. Ile yenye it's almost like someone wouldn't notice, but they would also, cheza nayo. So let's put a 5. Usiende kujaribu ku break the scale.
On a scale of 1 to 5, how comfortable are you expressing your emotions openly to others?
I think, again, just to go back to the other card that you answered, in something that I'm discovering about myself. Hiyo pia ina fall hapo. So in the past, it used to be like a 1 because again, it would be me putting someone before my own feelings. So so something that actually I struggled with is expressing myself. It's something that I found really, really hard, and I'm working on it. So right now I'd put it at a 3. 3 out of 5. 3.5. What's half of, if I have 1 to 2.5, that one, I put it at a 2.5.
Me and take how comfortable am I with expressing my emotions openly to others?
Emotions to me chukulia kama nani, only the bad things. I think it can be all round.
It can also be good things. But if it's good things, I'd say it's a 4. Like if it's something I say, but if it's something bad I'm saying, you're hurting me in some kind of way, I'd mention it, but as a joke. Like
these are those people who
use have that serious conversation. In but so I'd put that as 3 in terms of telling you something I don't like or something you're doing that has hurt me to other people. Lakini watu wengine akisema kwambia nitanyamaza tu alafu niende na
wewe but I'm the one. So I'm the next one. So what is your perspective of failure?
Interesting.
How do you measure failure?
What's my perspective? Okay. Personally, I think with failure, after failure, it's just success. Like lower than that. So it's just up. And I also take failure as chances or like opportunities to learn new things. Although I also feel bad, like I feel it's hard. And you're like, guys, honestly, how do I shoot up? How do I come back to where I was? Fail, and failure can be still as an equal school based only. It can be let's say you let yourself down on something you said you had, like ulikuwa na gadi yako really cool, really
high, like it helped you get high.
Sasa alafu let's say you wanguke nanuka tu nayo and that's okay because it's human, it's life, it's okay to fail.
These things happen.
It happens. And okay, if you look at it from the perspective of it's another chance to try again and to now you know better, itakuwa tu sawa instead of failing and back it up with no hope of having a better.
Literally. So I think, for me, what is my perspective of failure? I take failure as lessons. Once something has happened, it's happened. Like there's no going back. There's nothing you can do about it. So it's for you to sit in that situation for your own sanity. It's for you to sit with the situation and be like, this happened. One other tip I would give is feel everything. Feel it. Don't try to overlook it or step on it. Feel it. So in that moment, if it's a gig you are counting on, if it's failure, even some people, if a friendship doesn't work or a relationship, they term it as failure. So embrace those emotions. Feel everything. Sit with them. Literally. Because that's the first step to acknowledge that, hey, damn, this thing hasn't worked. You have to feel it and accept it. Then once you have, the next step I think would be not me giving 5 steps on how to overcome. And then now the next step is after you felt, because for you to move on from your failure, you'll have to have felt everything so that once you remove emotions out of the way, you're able to look at this situation with a clear mind. So I can look at it and be like, okay, so this happened, damn, but now what can I do to make it better? Or was it a meeting, or was it a them thing, or was it maybe timings were not right, maybe, all those things. But I think, yeah, so for me, I usually look at it as a point or something to learn from. I look back and I'm like,
right now with those
things haven't happened.
I was scrolling through TikTok today in the morning and I saw a quote. It's in form of a picture. I'll send to you.
Yeah.
So it's about detaching yourself from the situation and looking at the situation as a thing. So it's not part
Preach.
Preach, sister.
Preach, sister.
It's not part of when you look at it and you're like, okay, how can I maneuver through that situation? Understand?
Yeah. Okay.
Are you team seeking closure or team moving on without it in past relationships?
That's so interesting. Yani, some of these questions vitu ni live hadi unaogopa kuongea, unaweza peana example ya last week.
Na kama alikuja seek closure useme.
I think I'm team seeking. Fine. When you putting me in such a tight spot, I was thinking so that I get there. I was getting there, promise. Ni wale wenye lazima uspecify short answers only, because tutakujazia kitabu uende kupata jibu kwa mwisho, but for purposes, for Naomi's peace of mind, I'm team seek closure. Yeah.
That's nice.
Your team? Hakuna kubita, umenikatia my prepared speech, so lazima tupe tu mara moja.
In past relationships, I have sought closure.
You've sought for closure.
Not like after quite some time. Like
not in the moment.
Hey, you tulifanya. Talk to me about it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so guys, we're coming to the end of this, I'll call it episode. And so we picked out the two most pricey or whatever you want to ask your partner. So we picked 2 each and we want to finish with that. So acha nianze na yangu. Let me start because ameanza kujishuku. Umekuwa nikiwewe. So what gives you the ick?
Oh. That's nice.
Yeah.
I hate people who are rude to waiters. I love something else I hate is
it's a safe space.
Okay, like there's a way people, I don't know if it's it or like in high school mtu akikula like Lydia pen alafu that's how they do this. Pass out tea. Guys, like inanifikianga uko ndani like
okay. You guys have very specific icks. Hey. Stingy men.
Stingy men. Stingy
like not spending, like you can't spend. I don't know. It's especially I feel like if actually some brothers and brethren when you talk to colleagues and friends, but if you're pursuing me and maybe we're going somewhere, the little things kama kubaya mtu soda, maji, if it's a petty cash, you know. I'm just like,
I tell you, it's not an issue. You won't be here anymore.
Sometimes you find you like the person, but you're like, that one thing,
but there's some things you honestly don't have to ask for.
That's the thing. We'll have a topic on this, because we need to set some things straight.
Yeah.
Then in fact, when the Uber drivers, when you walk, you know those really who have road rage. That's the word I'm looking for. I don't like them. I usually feel like it's my mission issue. Like maybe they're like, you're just because I feel so tense in that situation because I'm like, if you're reacting like that, no many beba, that means like what's going on, you know? So I don't.
Not have Uber drivers I hate when Uber drivers like see when you order an Uber they can see how much it is.
Yeah.
And they're like, how much?
Imagine, I'm just like,
oh, nakababa is so there's no there's no point of asking me. Nitakupatia do. Na si you unaona ni how much.
Imagine me cancel. I just my toxic trait is
umefika kwa gari alafu ushake interpret bila Sunday.
Oh. You know what I told them? I usually tell them if you're watching me. Anyway, I usually tell them akikai, imagine nili order place yenye kuna wifi so haija load so sijui how much. Kai, okay. What are you asking me?
That's like your
question now.
What small things make you happy?
I think it's just paying attention to detail.
Aww.
Like I didn't have to tell you. You're just a nice. Like I think paying attention. I don't like when I'm put in a position where I have to say certain things because I feel like it shouldn't have to get to that point. I'm a firm believer. Don't come for me. Keep it to yourself. I'm a firm believer. If they wanted to, they would. In any aspect, even friends, anyone, not even just guys. So I think for me, it's just paying attention to fine detail. Maybe I told you something, or maybe you remembered me in a certain. Maybe Kezia alikuwa anataka hiki kitu. Those things, yeah, they make me really, really happy.
I'd say the same.
Yeah.
Like, that's a really good thing.
Tunaangusha tu order point, lakini yeah.
But I'd say the same. Like on my side, it's a huge thing. So remember the small things, it's a huge thing to me. Although inawezekana kama a small thing.
Yeah. The smallest things, by the way.
How has your perception of love or relationships changed as you've grown?
Okay, long story short, I think just love yourself. Hapo tu ndo inaanzia. Because I've been in situations where no matter how much you give, ama whatever you'll do, if this other person doesn't love themselves to a certain extent, it will always be like talking to a wall, and most times you lose yourself in the process of trying to bring them to a level of to understand, like, hey, me actually nowadays I'm very selfish with my energy and everything. Kama naona tu hujipendi, it's not gonna work for a minute because I can't be there to fix you. You have to. It has to come from within. Yeah.
So, my perception of love or relationships. Mashallah.
Period. When you're doing something right. Sprinkle. Anyway.
My man.
Hey! We don't do that here. Anyway. Hata ukiamua kuna kitu tutafanya.
My perception of love, I'd also talk about falling into my cup fully, mpaka overflow, so that I can be able to pour into someone else's cup.
Yeah.
Singetaka, and I was talking to someone about it. Singetaka to start filling your cup when my cup is empty, because then what am I filling your cup with?
That's
emptiness.
true.
There's nothing that I'm putting in. I love with people coming in. Honestly, you really have to add on to what I have, otherwise talk at me.
Period.
Really? If you're not adding on to
like what are we doing here? What are we generally doing?
Add on to mine and I add on to yours. And also about relationships. I was talking to my ex-roommate. Her name was Patricia.
Shout out to Patricia.
My big sister.
Period.
She was telling me in the morning that love is not always. Yani, if itakuwa na milima na mabonde, and it will only work out if both of you want it to work out. Because it can be one-sided.
Intentionality.
It can be one-sided and it will flop.
True.
And utabaki tu hapo alone. Ama utabaki pali alikupata when you forward na yeye move on. Understand? Yeah, so
Bob the Builder. Anyway.
Please pour equally into other people's cup and also ensure that you are equally yoked.
Okay, so my last card is thoughts on toxic masculinity as it goes. No, tread carefully. Cancel culture inakuanga kitu ingine hapo deadly. Anyway. Wanasema wewe ni man hater wa kukaa, lakini hapana.
I want to even talk about toxic masculinity because
you don't know what it means.
Yeah,
period.
The experience personally, I started commenting on someone else's
from their maybe point of view or like.
So I'll just talk about masculinity. So personally, I think masculinity entails that stay kuangalia in terms of our body, build and yes, that's masculine.
That's masculine, but you're talking about masculinity.
I think it comes with leading and protection and provision. That's what masculinity comes with. And I think for there to be masculinity, there has to be femininity in its full self. That the guy can.
It can allow the guy to, it's a guy rather
to be masculine. Also works in the same way for femininity. There has to be full masculinity to allow the lady to be in her full feminine self. Yes.
Period. I would like to second what my girl.
Exactly.
Honestly, you couldn't have said it any better. There's nothing I can add on to that. I just think for me to be, I would just like to second because you really put it well. I don't think there's anything I can add. I don't know what. Okay, for me also, I haven't been able to experience toxic masculinity directly, so I wouldn't really speak much on it. But I just think for some people, they just made it a trend. I believe, like to a certain extent, they made it a trend. So maybe you just don't like the way this guy maybe does something. You're like, no, you're toxic. Maybe they're just not toxic. It's just maybe how they perceive things, how they see the world, how they were raised. There's so much that I think for me, I like to understand something from a very deep, broad aspect. So I feel like terming something or someone as toxic, especially just because, let's say we've met today, we've hung out, maybe a girlfriend of mine has come, they've talked kidogo, and you're like, that guy is toxic. On what basis though? Like, what's making you term them as that?
I feel like that your definition of toxic would be different.
Yeah. Me, I'm like, no, get away from me. So I think it's a very shallow way to view things.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe after a while, you viewed something and you're like, this thing is toxic. But people too umeka ukaniambia, no, maybe that's toxic. On what basis? I feel like that's very shallow. Yeah. So guys, I know mlikuwa mmeshaanza kukua warm and cozy na everything, but sadly we've come to the end of the episode of not one but many more to come, hopefully. We'll definitely have a part 2 on her channel. Be sure to check it out, and when it's out, obviously I'll update you guys so that you can go check out as well.
Happy 19 when you're doing that.
She will be 19. And so but thank you so much for doing this with me. I couldn't have found a better person. I'm so happy, honestly, because the vibes have clicked. Watu wanashanga, madai wanajuana. It's all on vibes and pure intentions. But thank you so much for coming. And shout out to this brand. It's called Gamba. I'll tag it on the description box. Make sure you get your box, and when you do, make sure you tag me, and tag me to the person who you got it, reference code. Just be like, I was recommended by Kezia. It really means a lot to me. And until next time, guys, I think that's all. Kisses to all our viewers. See you. Bye. This was so good. Let me tell you, this was amazing. Amazing.